In fact, 98% of people in the United States who fulfill 3 basic conditions end up not being poor. Get married before you have kids, graduate high school, get a job.
Oh my God. Oh my, come on, bro. This is such fucking claptrap.
Okay, this right here is secular talk. He's about to talk about Ben Shapiro. I'm excited to see this. Now let's check it out together, man. Shout out to him for this video. Shout out to Ben Shapiro for some reason. You know what I mean? Let's go.
All know Ben Shapiro is beyond. All right, y'all. So as you all know, Ben Shapiro is beyond washed. The guy is just like, you know, nobody's watching him anymore. The that flavor, that variety of conservatism, like the MAGA Republican worldview of like, let's do endless wars because the U.S. is special and we need to be the world police. The idea of cutting taxes for the rich and deregulating for the corporations and gutting everything that's good about our social safety net. That idea, everybody hates it. Nobody likes it, right? Like the popular idea on the right was we're anti-war, we're isolationist, we're anti-establishment. Like there was a flavor of anti-establishment politics on the right that resonated with people. Now it was always bullshit, and I was one of the ones warning everybody it's been bullshit from the beginning. However, that's like what got Trump across the finish line. Well, Ben Shapiro is nothing but an old school Republican hack, right? This is a guy who is cheering on the illegal war against Afghanistan, the illegal war against Iraq. He was cheering on the torture at Guantanamo Bay. I mean, this guy, he's just been wrong about everything my entire fucking life, right? Well, he decides to take this moment where he's deep in a hole and his network is collapsing and keep digging. He decided to keep digging when he's already deep in this hole. And he gives this speech where he like smugly lectures young people. And it's like a get off my lawn type speech where it's like, you guys are bad and wrong about everything and lazy and work harder and stop complaining and there are no elites and shut up and deal with it and pay for the illegal war, bomb more girls' schools, work 70-hour weeks, man. Like totally crashes out here. Let's listen.
There is a reason that these folks on the horseshoe right are promoting Putin or Iran, have guests on who promote Hitler. According to these black pillars on both the left and the right, America has fundamentally betrayed its own population. Young people can't get ahead. They can't afford an apartment. They can't find somebody to marry. They can't have kids. People like the people in this audience are completely enervated. There is nothing you can do. Your life is doomed to failure because all of the systems are arrayed against you. And the good news for you is that you have no responsibility for anything in your life. Right?
Yeah, pretty sure that's a straw man of like literally everybody, but go on.
No responsibility.
That's crazy though. That's crazy. What are you talking about? Everything he says is just
for any of your own decision making because it's too late for you. You've already been stabbed in the back by a nefarious cadre of evildoers, all of whom can be identified simply by finding who's successful. And you guys, because presumably you're young and therefore unsuccessful, you have become the victims. Just give all your power over to the black pillars. Just buy their Alp, buy some nicotine pouches, and everything will be all better.
I heard a boo. They don't like that he's going after Tucker here because Tucker owns that Alp company.
Nothing solves problems like Indian-made nicotine. Now, none of this is true. None of this is true. The vast majority of people who grew up in poverty in the United States do not end up in poverty.
Oh my God, are we really doing this? Actually, everything's great. Actually, everything's wonderful. If you fail, it's all because of you. There's no systemic forces that are lined up against you. I just read the other day that new home sales are at a lower level than during the subprime mortgage crisis in the Great Recession. Yeah. Let me repeat that.
Yeah.
New home sales are at a lower level than when we had a fucking mortgage crisis. Go look at the generational wealth gap, okay? Go look at the gap between the top 1% and everybody else. We have income and wealth inequality that's worse than the fucking Gilded Age. People can't afford groceries. They can't afford gas. And you're smugly lecturing. Everything's actually great. I don't know why you guys are upset.
Honestly, at this point, this time in life, in this country right here, right now, okay, it's either you got money or you ain't got money, man. Like, it's like that. It's either you got money or you got no money. That's just it. The system is being rigged forever. You know what I mean? Now it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse, man. Like, the houses and all these things, like, bro, the goal is to get everybody to rent forever, right? I mean, why should I get a house if I'm still renting the house? Like, you think you're not renting, it is your house, but really it's not your house. It's like me saying my apartment, it's my apartment. as long as I'm paying for it. You get what I'm saying? Do not pay your mortgage and let's see what's gonna happen. Just like me, if I don't pay my rent, you know what is gonna happen. Same difference. Potato, tomato. You get what I'm saying? Add avocado to that. While you at it.
You guys should stop blaming other people for your problems and pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. I don't like Tucker Carlson. Jesus, man. Okay, we get it. Jesus Christ.
In fact, 98% of people in the United States who fulfill 3 basic conditions end up not being poor. Get married before you have kids, graduate high school, get a job.
Oh my
That's
God.
it.
Oh my, come on, bro. This is such fucking claptrap. It's the bullshit idea that like everything comes back to your individual actions. You can never blame the system. When the fact of the matter is, they've done studies on this. There was a Rand Corporation study which said that the top 1% stole $80 trillion from the bottom 90% since 1974. There is no pulling yourself up by your bootstraps.
Honestly, I do not think I am for getting married before you get kids, yes, but that does not guarantee success in life. That does not guarantee the fact that you will have some kind of safety somewhere, somehow. That is not who wrote this speech for this guy.
Or like getting married and having kids or whatever, that's gonna like fix that problem.
No, it won't.
His ideology is that there literally is no such thing as a systemic problem economically, which is the most preposterous thing ever. Because as of right now, the bottom 80% of the country only has 7% of the wealth. That's not because they're not working hard enough, right? That's because the system is rigged against them, and it always has been rigged against them.
Yes.
I mean, again, I told you guys the bottom 50% of the country holds 2.6% of the wealth. Do they just work? Are they just that much lazier than the people at the top?
According to Ben
It's
Shapiro,
absolute
yeah.
nonsense. In fact, 60% of billionaires come from extreme wealth and privilege to begin with. So this idea that you're trying to get across, like, oh, if you just shut up, work hard, bust your ass, and like do what you're supposed to do, everything will work out.
I mean, that's what the system tells everybody, isn't it? That's what the system tells everybody. But really, like, you working 9 to 5, when do you think you're going to be rich if you do not do something else? Okay? If you're just working 9 to 5 every day, when do you think you're ever going to be rich? By getting what? 1% of your raise? Like getting raised every other 3 years or something like that? When do you think that is going to happen when you're actually making a lot of money? You have to be doing something else. Okay, you have to be doing something else, working on your business, yourself, something, right? That is just it.
There are tens of millions of people who've done exactly what he's describing, and they're cooked, and they're in debt up to their fucking eyeballs.
It doesn't work.
Okay, and their kids have worse prospects for their future than they did. So this is it's just such bullshit.
And listen, while I'm a lot older than I was when I started doing this, I was 17 when I started doing this, I'm 42 now. I started off with no wife and no kids, and I have a wife and 5 kids. So it's been a while, but here is the thing. There is nothing that I did that you cannot do. You can do all of those things because you have the greatest privilege in the history of mankind. You live here. America is awesome.
You have the privilege to go bankrupt from medical bills, which
I thought he was gonna say America is the greatest country. Okay, USA. I thought he was gonna say that. I was gonna be like, we got it.
which is the number one cause of bankruptcy in this country. You have the privilege of getting into student loan debt and literally never getting out of it because you can't even declare bankruptcy on your student loan debt. You have the privilege of having medical debt and never being able to pay that back. Okay? It's insane that he just swats aside all systemic problems in one fell swoop. It's on you. Shut up and deal with it.
If you fail, there is probably a 95% probability that you did something wrong and you should change your decision-making process. I know. Listen, I don't sound, when I say this sort of stuff, people don't like it sometimes when I say this sort of stuff. 'Cause I'm not,
Yeah, you want to know why people don't like it?
Hold on. Hey, this dude, like, look at this lady behind him. Look at this. Like, why am I here? Why am I listening to this guy? Look at this guy. He's not having it. Only a few people actually comprehend what is going on, dude.
Because you're a lucky little smug prick. That's why. Listen, I'm in a very lucky and privileged position myself. It was like a right time type thing where I came up in political YouTube when there were very few options, and I'm sort of an OG, and I got out there, and the timing was perfect, and the show took off, and like I'm very humble in the face of that, right? Like if I just came 4 years later, maybe you guys never fucking hear me, right?
That's true.
He's the opposite, where he got to where he is because of timing and because of luck and because he was a cuck to Republican administrations who pushed the talking points they want to hear. But he thinks like, no, I'm just a really hard worker and I'm just really intelligent and I earn this place where I am. I'm sorry. No, the fuck you haven't. There are people who work a million times harder than me or Ben Shapiro who have ever worked, who are going to make less than us.
That's a fact. I mean, I agree with everything, but I do not agree with the part where you say it's luck. I do not believe in luck. I believe in timing. Okay, I believe in timing. I believe in things happening when they happened, and then if you were there or if you were in that circle, something must have happened to you, positively or negatively, right? I seen a video yesterday. It's funny how we're talking about this now. Yesterday, I seen a video of Mark Cuban. I think that's his name, Mark Cuban. It was saying, if I was, they asked him, do you think you could have been with what you know now and everything, do you think you can become a billionaire again? He was like, hell no. He was like, it is because he became a billionaire because what he was doing at that time with the stocks, everything, it just timing, it all happens like that, right? But he's saying now, if he knows everything that he knows, all everything, he said he cannot. He says it's nearly impossible for him to become a billionaire today. Why? Again, going back to this, it's like timing and all that. So yeah.
And that's bullshit. And that's fucked up. You got people doing real work and barely getting by, if they're getting by at all.
Yeah.
Then you got assholes like me running my mouth on the internet and I'm doing fine. And like, instead of having some humility in the face of that, he does the opposite. He goes, you can have what I have. You just work hard. Or really, is it really that simple? You just fucking work hard. Some of the hardest working people I've ever met still live in fucking poverty.
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah.
I've told the story a million times, but there was this kid in high school who worked like 2 or 3 different jobs and he was barely getting by. And it's like, what do you say to that guy? He's already working as hard as he possibly can and he's barely getting by.
He needs more time in a day.
You can't say there's a problem with him. That's a systemic problem. When the minimum wage literally isn't a living wage, it doesn't allow you to survive, even if you work full time on that. That's not an individual problem. That's a systemic problem.
Yeah.
Not your friend, okay? I'm not going to come along. I'm not going to tell you how tough your life is and how bad I feel for you because I don't give a shit. Okay, here's the thing.
Well, that's the most honest thing he ever said. You're right. He doesn't give a shit. He cares about nobody but himself. Literally nobody. Well, I'm wrong. He cares about Israel and that genocidal terrorist apartheid state, but he cares about Israel and himself, and that's it. He cheerleads for every illegal war of aggression that we've ever waged, and he wants to send innocent people, innocent American children, effectively, to go fight and die in those wars. So that's how little he cares about you. He wants you to go die trying to take fucking Karg Island, a place you couldn't even point to on a map. He wants you to go fight and die for the Epstein class and for Netanyahu and for a greater Israel.
I care enough about you not to lie to you.
Who is listening to this guy, man? My camera's about to go off, guys. If it does, thank you for watching. Shout out to everybody out there that's shining the light on the truth. Make sure to put Heavenly Father first. Make sure to pray. Make sure to do good. You get what I'm saying? Make sure to do what you can do. You know what I mean? It's all about timing. It's all about timing. I do not believe in luck. I believe in working hard, yes. I believe in creating, yes. But I believe a lot more in timing, because the time is when everything actually happens. You get what I'm saying? Yes, sir. I'm gonna catch you guys next time again. Thank you for watching. More videos on the way. Shout out to Secular Talk. I'm